The world would be a very dull place without design. We live in an environment where making a difference is hard. When you actually make and design clothing which are technical, which fit, which work, but also very attractive, I feel I've made a difference. I get a lot of inspiration from seeing my clothes being worn in these beautiful environments. I love the mountains, I love skiing in the mountains. I love the adventure, I love the exercise, I love the air. And in the summer I like the sea. I went off to Italy. When I was there, I met a guy who made ski clothing, and he was a really cool guy, and his clothing was very cool, and I decided I wanted to be a part of that, and I became a total ski nutcase, loved it. It took over. And I went out to Hong Kong with the concept and idea of making my own ski wear collection. When I met Mike New the first day, he's like my family in Hong Kong. It was an amazing marriage of his ability to make fantastic quality product and my kind of input on technical fabrics, design, colours, the whole thing. So it really was a marriage made in heaven. It was absolutely perfect. We were a Western company, and because we had this kind of big Eastern influence, we actually came up with the name EIKOWADA, which had Japanese connotations, had Eastern connotations, and the merge of where we were as a Western company making for an Eastern market. And we went nuclear. It was like a huge explosion, a huge leap. We were a very dominant force in ski wear. Then this snowboard revolution came along, which actually had a very big youth following. It came from skateboarding, surfing. It was a bit of a counterculture to our skiing. So we spent a lot of time working on making products that worked. EIKOWADA's focused on various technical components depending on which sector you want to be in. So if you actually want to be in an adverse climate scenario, then having a GORE-TEX outer jacket from the Explorer series would be an ideal way of combating inclement climate. If you're going to be in the mountains skiing, then there is no better system than the RECO system. If there is an avalanche and you're caught up in it, it gives you a possibility of being rescued and saved. We are living in a society obsessed by UV and sunlight, and therefore anything which actually can protect you from the harmful rays of the sun can be only to your benefit. We have a system for mosquito protection. It's an added bonus, it's an added value to the product, and it's added value to the consumer to have RECO if it's in the mountains, GORE-TEX if it's in inclement climate, if it's in the sun, UV protection, and if it's in a malarial scenario, having the anti-mosquito finish. EIKOWADA kind of started off here, moved there, and now is ready to move back here. The quality of the product, the quality of the design, the quality of the systems, it will make a fantastic UK product. The UK market is become a bit dull again, and it could do with a bit of livening up, and I think EIKOWADA would be a great new wave, as we were 30 years ago in ski wear. Whatever market you're in, there is a hunger for new products, new innovation, superb quality. I've always believed that we should be product-led. Great product will actually win over everybody, and we make the right product. The future for me of EIKOWADA is to explore new outdoor activities, explore new technologies, but our ethic has to be that we produce quality, technology, innovation, and we are sincere to our values at all times.